Let me get this out of the way. It was a great football game last night. I found myself rooting for the 49ers, but knowing that Mahomes would probably come through. And when the 49ers had a great first quarter and they didn't score a point in the first quarter, I don't think, Mr. Producer, did they? I said, uh-oh. This is going to be a problem. You can play all the great football you want, but if you're not scoring, you're not scoring because this guy Mahomes is a killer at the end of the game. It just is. But two things that were a complete turnoff to me. I'm not ESPN. I'm not a host on ESPN. And I'm sick and tired of this Taylor Swift, Kelsey crap. I really am. People reading their lips. Did you see that one, Mr. Producer? What did they say to each other? I could care less. And then the camera showed her, what, half a dozen times jumping up and down with her groupies? I mean, what was that all about? This isn't an attack on Taylor Swift. There's just a place for these things. Mark, you're getting so old. No, I'd feel the same way if I were 22. It doesn't matter. It's weird. The NFL is promoting it. CBS is promoting it. They're doing it for hits. They're doing it for numbers. ESPN is promoting it. Same reason. They want the audience. Fox Sports, all the sports, same damn thing. Now, that wasn't even what bothered me the most. Well, this guy Kelsey, who's a big brute, he is a big, strong athlete, ran up to his coach, Andy Reid, who was the coach prior to this, to the Eagles, and I'm fond of this guy. By all accounts, he's a player's coach, he's a good man, he's soft-spoken. He lost his son a couple decades ago to drug overdoses. Ran up to him. I mean, I'm watching it. We're all watching it. And didn't hit him hard, but still got in his coach's face, shocked his coach, slightly banged him. The coach almost fell down. Obviously, he's an older guy. Obviously, he's way overweight and is screaming at him. I said, you know what? You're a punk. I mean, look, I'm an Eagles guy. We had a horrible season. So this isn't about one team or the other. It's about how you treat your coach. He's a punk. That's what he is. And I don't care the reasons for it. He wanted to go out there. He wanted to make sure that they got the fumble. I could care less. Football's a team sport. Maybe you're not going to be in every single play. I mean, you're in 99% of them. Did you see that, Mr. Producer? Wasn't that a real turnoff? It was just repulsive. And you could see how Reed was shocked. He dropped his clipboard or whatever it was. He almost fell down. I mean, what is that? He's the general. He has to control both sides of the ball. He's got to watch the clock. He's got to call the plays. He's got to see how his guys call the plays. He's got to see who's injured. Comes in. You run up there. Your sorry ass up there like you're the only one on the field. This guy's a punk. That's what turned me off. And by the way, my wife and our two friends. It's like, what was that? What was that? I mean, the guy's ego's massive now. You know, he does the vaccine commercials. He's on like every other commercial. Doesn't matter what he's pushing. Food, insurance, vaccines, hemorrhoid ointment. I don't know what the hell he's pushing. He's pushing everything. So his ego's massive. They say he's not a very nice guy. That's what they say. I don't know. I don't care. He could be the worst guy on the face there. There have been great baseball players who are nasty guys. That's fine. What do I care? But that's not the point. There's 130, 140 million people watching, and you run up to your coach, an older guy who's way overweight, who has brought this team to where it is. He made the decisions on the drafts. He's got control of the Kansas City Chiefs. And he's bringing them the kind of stardom, the kind of legacy that very few other coaches can do. But he's got the great players. I don't care how many great players you have. Look at the Philadelphia Eagles. It's the coach in the end who has to do it. Shanahan coached a great game. He can't run on the field and score for his team. But I know about this man, too. He's another very gentle, decent man like his father. He's an offensive coordinator turned coach. He's a brilliant offensive coordinator. The game was very close. It couldn't have been more exciting, quite frankly. And, when it's a game that close and you lose, it's very sad if you're on the 49ers side and so forth. But I happen to know he's a good guy. His father's a good guy. A friend of mine said, yeah, but he's San Francisco, so I'm rooting for Casey. He's nothing to do with the mentality or the politics of San Francisco. Zero. He's not into any of that stuff. Who the hell is these days, anyway? But for me, Kelsey will always be on my S list after that. Always. And I'm truly sick and tired of that whole romance thing. It's constant. It's we bought the box. It was $1.4 million. Meanwhile, I see Purdy's family. They're down there with everybody else. Among the fans, Mr. Producer. Again, I don't mind. I'm sure LeBron, they showed a picture of LeBron. I'm sure he's up there in one of those special boxes, Who cares? But at least have enough respect. And they don't. And I'm going to tell you another secret. There's a ton of fans of Taylor Swift. This has nothing to do with it. This is football. I'm not saying there shouldn't be fun things and unusual. I thought Usher was great, by the way. But I'm a big Usher fan. Not his politics suck. I mean, most singers, their politics suck. Most of them are leftists. He's a leftist. But he's entertaining as hell to me. And I'm sitting there. I said, what the hell? That's ludicrous. And everyone's looking. How do you know that's ludicrous? How do you not know that that's ludicrous? How do you not know that that's Did you know that, Mr. Producer? Well, who wouldn't know that? Anyway, all in all, it was quite good. All in all, it was quite good. Halftime was good. Commercials, most of them were pretty good. The game was quite good. But as I say, the soap opera going on with those two, I could care less, and it's very annoying at this point. I think it is for most people. And the Kelsey thing there, going after your coach, like that really turned my stomach. It really did. And I watched it a couple more times online now. And he reads shaking, he drops it, like, what the hell? That's unacceptable. Absolutely unconscionable.